How are we doing? No, shields are taking it fairly well here. This is actually relatively reassuring. I'm thinking, for example, that oxygen facility we fled from just a couple of episodes ago. We could easily probably take this on with this shield. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Let's Play Empyrion Reforged Eden. I am 7foot Dust Bunny, and today we have a bit of a plan. Bring you in. I still haven't really picked up all the stuff from in the base, which is over there. Now we have a tower over here. We've taken one of these towers out. Let's jump up the side of the ship a bit here. It's fairly dark still, but we've taken this tower out already. We would need to take out that tower and the one on the far side to bring the ship over, which would actually let us loot the base pretty much with impunity. Now, as you might be able to see, the Hornet suffered a little bit of damage, and I'm not thinking the Hornet's gonna survive if I try and take all that on. So, I've been giving it a bit of thought and checking what we've got and whether or not I can get the short hop into a situation where the short hop can take it on. Now, the short hop is also largely made of plastic, so there is that. The short hop has about 1000 CPU to spare at the moment, and we have, at least in our midst here at the moment, we have at least 15 small bridges and 15 small matrices. So, he says, the short hop already has one improved extender on board, but I reckon if I go and get this, I can make possibly maybe one improved extender and, well, I could probably make 2 improved extenders. I can't make a superior. I think that's I'm gonna struggle to do that. But I can definitely do a couple of advanced and an improved, which would give me 7,500 extra to play with. And I'm thinking, if I do that, I can get a shield on here. And, he says, and so we get Pentaxid tank, we get a shield. And while I'm still tempted by railguns, I'm gonna unlock the railguns and have a look, because the railguns basically are gonna cost the same CPU as the missiles. And the railguns do 25% impact damage versus metal and armor blocks, plus 50% magazine size, impact damage versus drones, impact damage versus thrusters. So this one probably does more versus, like armor blocks. I'm sure the turrets will count more in the range of armor blocks, I guess. Plus 25% against turret weapons. I mean, that's less damage. 200% impact damage versus entities. 25% damage versus weapons. Turret weapons. Turrets and weapons. I mean, they do less damage overall, though. I mean, what does, if I unlock these? Now, what does how much damage does it do? Like this does 600 explosion damage. This does... It's not clear to me how much damage this does. Maybe if I look at the actual ammo itself, which would be a medium railgun projectile. So the damage here is 1,333, which is obviously a lot. So that would do a hell of a lot, and it's got 3 block penetration. Now, does a lot. They're quite expensive because it costs 15 iron ingots and 15 cobalt alloy and 12 neodymium, but you do make 30 with that. I'm tempted to go with railguns and see if I can make maybe 5 railguns to put on here. I will probably take this turret off to save on CPU, depending on how we're going on CPU. I mean, I could put the railguns down the side and keep these. Depends on things, but at the moment I'm just going to strip it all off. So I'm going to build these bits and we're going to see how we get on. Okay, so here we are. We've been getting all the bits together. Oh, I've only managed to make 1 railgun? What am I missing for more railguns? Ooh, that could be devastating. Platinum plate. Okay. Ooh, so railguns might be out of the question, at least medium railguns. We've got the ammo, but we've just not got the capability to build much. That's a shame. So I think we're back to Hellfire missiles. So what uses Hellfire missiles? This thing, probably. This is the one that uses the Hellfire missiles. So I'm guessing we're going to be using this then. That's kind of thrown a spanner in my plan. I hadn't read the element of platinum that I required there. So we had light rocket launcher, flare launcher, light homing missile launcher, which I think is what we've been using generally. I mean, this medium rocket McGibble. I mean, this is plus 25. Choices. They've both got the same range. This one is homing. This one is looks to be dumbfire. But I'm going to go with the homing. I'll take the fact that it's not got the bonus damage against turrets, but it still does like 20% more damage anyway, so it's not that much different. So I guess we've got to try and make 5 of these, and I guess we want a bunch of these Hellfire missiles if we can. So let's start off at least trying to make 10 to 20 of those and see if that happens. So that threw a bit of a spanner in the works. Right, we need shields. We need a pentaxid tank. We need to get these in somewhere. Now these are bigger than you expect. So let's see what we can do here. So the shield generator. Can we stick the shield generator in the original location? We can. Excellent. So the shield generator can go in a planned location. I can get irradiated slowly. And let's put the pentaxid tank where it's supposed to go. Now, at the moment, we've got this improved CPU extender here and the basic extender there. And you see, the point is a warp drive's never going to happen. So we may as well forget the warp drive. But my thought is that these would fit nicely there, and the same if I take this one out, I can fit that one there, because they were always designed to fit there. Well, T4 extenders in the original vanilla designing of the ship, but that fits, and then I'm stuck. But we'll worry about that later. I can probably crouch and hop my way out. Crouch hop, crouch hop, crouch hop, crouch hop, crouch hop. If not, I can dig my way out and use the drone, which I guess is what we're gonna do. So yeah, what I need to decide now is how I'm going to position these. Let's get the drone out so we can actually have a look here. So we've got, because this is obviously 5, and here and here you want a thrust to come back anyway. How do I want to lay these out? Don't entirely know. At the moment, I don't see. I mean, I could just move the core and move things around completely, but for now I don't really need to. So I guess I'll just stick them there and there and be done with it. And then when it comes to sticking in the other ones, which are bigger, we'll probably move them around again. I guess it doesn't really matter at this point, and I'm thinking about things that I needn't really think about too hard. So, oh good, we only managed to get 2 of those as well. What are we lacking? Probably frickin' platinum, which I might end up, if that is the case, trying to see if I can take that railgun apart for. So, right, let's find out a second. Why do we only have 2 of those? What did we run out of? Small upgrade kit. Of frickin' course. So, small upgrade kit. Didn't notice that either. See, this is things I don't think about because I don't play a lot of RE. So, in the dump box, we had at least 1 more small upgrade kit. It's not great. It's not great. But we did have another small upgrade kit. So that would get us another 1. It wouldn't get us a lot else. Did this use a small upgrade kit? It did. So I wonder, stupid question here, if I deconstruct that, do I get my small upgrade kit back? Now it's time to find out, I guess. So I'm going to go to harvest container. A whole bunch of things in here to take apart anyway. But first things first, I'm going to put that 1 railgun in there and see if I get my small upgrade kit back. Let's find out. Why it's doing it in that order, I don't know. Probably because the box is on self-sort. So we'll turn this off. Hang on, let's sort it the other way, and then it can do the railgun first. It is, and it's going to give me the advanced. It had an advanced upgrade kit as well. So it's going to give me the small upgrade kit back as well. Okay, that's not terrible. Okay, the rest of that can just get on with it. Okay. So that will give me another small upgrade kit. So that means I've got 4 now. Okay, that's not terrible. I'm actually tempted to put just a single gat in, just in case we have a reason for it. I mean, I could have used these light homings, but like I say, didn't really. I want to step up. Want to see if I can step up to the next sort of level of damage here. And where was it? Constructor output. Where have you gone? There. So let's put this one small gat in, just so if I get attacked by a drone I can deal with it. And then here we'll put in one of these. Holy crap. Okay, this thing is huge. Okay, that I did not account for. I didn't realize this thing was... It's a good job I've only got 4. Because this thing is a... Alright, okay. Is too wide. Alright, let's take these off a second. Now, I don't know if this is going to work, because I've already noticed, and many people have pointed out in RE, that the lights don't work the way they used to. And, you know, you can't always... It sometimes gets sort of overcast by shadow. But my thought is can I stick that in there, and then come on, let me rotate you in the way I want. There you go. I don't know why it didn't want to do that to start off with, but there you go. That's not ideal because it's going to stick out through the thing, but it'll do. It would have been nice if I could have taken the block out and put it one further back. That probably would have looked better. And if the lights turn out to be a bit of a bust, which they might well be looking at the way that is, we probably will go without them. So, all things being equal, now we should be able to put the cockpit back in. Yoink! And how are we doing? We're actually really good on CPU. We've got loads of CPU to spare. Excellent. We've got quite a bit of firepower. So it's time to go and test it out. Okay, so here we are. Shields are loading up. Yeah. the spotlights are not necessarily good. But we'll let the shields boost up. We'll load up our rockets. And I guess then we can give things a proper go and see if we can actually take these turrets out. Okay, so shields are good. I've got the range up just to sort of give myself a ping on target. And I guess now we fire and see if we can hook around for another pass. Oh. And any chance? I mean, we're pretty maneuverable like this, that's for sure. I'll be honest, we're pretty maneuverable. Which is nice. And they're gonna struggle to hit us. And I'm gonna struggle to keep my ass off the deck. Oh! Okay, I think I might have grazed the frickin' turret there. I'm not sure if pilot mode's the best mode here. Oh, that one was gone. That one was gone. Right, on to the next. Oh, I missed. That was a big whiff. I think I'm gonna turn pilot mode off here. I think I can lock in better without pilot mode on. And I can dodge better. Ow. Ow. How are we doing? No, shields are taking it fairly well here. This is actually relatively reassuring. I'm thinking, for example, that oxygen facility we fled from just a couple of episodes ago. We could easily probably take this on with this shield. I mean, this shield's enough to take it. I mean, I'm forgetting this has a 550 meter range. So if I get it, I don't need to get as close as I was, really. I can probably... yeah, I can probably take it from like over here. Yeah, and make it struggle. Okay, not best when I'm running... when I'm having to reload, but you know, you get the point. I mean, and ultimately, there we go. Turrets are down. I wonder if there's any spoils in the actual sort of turret McGibbles. They're definitely a base of sorts, so we could always check it out. Let's be prepared. We definitely heard a roboto in there. There we go. And of course, yes, there is indeed loots. So why not take them? Including light shotgun receivers and things like that. So that's alright. And is there a core here? There is. Can I hit the core? Possibly. Yeah. Not sure I can hit the core well enough. I think I'm gonna end up blowing up the generator anyway. I mean, there's not that much here worth taking once you've blown that up. But you know, there is the part of me that says these are Axian scumbags. Why don't we just blow it up anyway? I mean, let's find out what will be left. Pretty much nothing. But it makes me feel nice. And I guess you could take those two there. But, you know, you'll realise they're not coming back online. Ooh. This thing is a little bit twitchy when it's not loaded up. Right. What else we got here? Hello. Any more for any more? What have you got for us? few bits, nothing hugely exciting. But we'll, yeah, we'll pop you offline as well. We'll let that one get destroyed. So that is those two completely offline. And I guess we'll finish this one too. Yoink. I was thinking, how come there isn't an ammo box? But of course, plasma turrets don't really have ammo boxes like that, do they? So, thank you. We'll take your bits as well. What was this? A sniper upgrade kit. Okay, nice, nice. Yeah, like I say, I know it's just a waste blowing it up, but it feels like something I should do. You know, it makes me feel better. And I've got to admit, short hop to the rescue again. This ship is pretty versatile, and it was actually someone in the comments whose name I don't remember. You'll know who you are. You were commenting about the fact that you have a general all-rounder ship, and I said I have the short hop. This is obviously the short hop, and yes, the short hop can be pretty versatile and switched around to deal with many situations, which is what, well, was one of the major sort of thoughts in its creation, was that it's not a master of any, but it is a real jack of all trades, and it can do a lot of different things. Right, so that is the base, or the bases, at least the defenses completely destroyed. So now I should be able to just fly this over and park outside. Alright, and here we are, very much parked right outside. I will take a gun, but with that we can just, yeah, fly over here. And I don't know why I'm putting that in the ammunition controller. I'm going to call most of this spoils of war as well, and I'm going to hook up to the dump box, and I will go around and get everything, and I will show people what we come up with when we're done. Okay, so we are done, and if we open up our inventory, ignore this one, this one, this one, and the bones. They are stuff we had before. Everything else is pretty much new. Now, there's a bunch of sort of crap in here, but there's some good bits. There's some Zirconium, there's some Sathium, there's some more gold, there's some more platinum, which is one of the things we were short on. There's some more advanced upgrade kits. So there are things. There's a large upgrade kit. There's a few bits. And some trading cards. Devastator, Cataclysm. Don't know how these are all going to work, but you know, I'm sure we'll figure it out. Or not, as the case will probably be. So I'll put these few perishable bits in here. Let's just chuck those in there. And that one. And we'll chuck the rest in food and meds. And then pretty much everything else I'm just going to file away in its relative place in just a minute. And then we'll head off. And I think our plan will be to see if we can go to the UCH Explorer. Okay, so the engines are firing and we are on the off. There is actually a fuel depot over this way. There's actually an armory, a few other things. That's a communications array, which we've already been to. But yeah, fuel storage, there's a few things out and about here which I would be tempted to have pop at, especially with our new capabilities. But I think I really want to fly on over and pop in on the UCH, as you know, IDA says we have no idea where we can possibly find them, and I have an inkling they're probably about here somewhere. So we'll lock target, and we might pop over to the trade station afterwards, see if we can actually get rid of some of the things we have sat around. Though I'm not sure we will, because Polaris trade station doesn't seem to buy all the bits I would like them to buy. Okay, approach the UCH research vessel in this sector. Straight away, that is step 1 of the quest complete. There are 30 odd clicks out, so I'll bring you back in when we get there. Okay, and the UCH research vessel is popping into view. And how do they look? Does it look like the old vessel? Any change? Let's see if we can, let's turn the brakes on here. That looks very similar. Might be a little bit different. I don't think so though. Still got the like sort of quad nacelle thing going on. They're a bit bigger than us, but they're not that bigger than us. UCH Captain, clear to land in the main hangar. Well, unfortunately we can't land in the main hangar. I really need to put some sensors here so we don't fly around with this open all the time. I really need to fix that. Okay, there's quite a lot of radiation here. Let's just pop through. UCH Captain, welcome to our research vessel. Familiarize yourself with missions of Project Eden by speaking with some of our crew. They may have valuable insights, but please first speak with the quartermaster on the main hangar deck. Right, I believe this main quartermaster is going to give us shit. So, let's turn jetpack off for one. And let's just prepare ourselves by, we will hook up to... Are you serious? We're out of range? Okay. Let me just fix that. It just means I need to bring the ass into the ship over here. Because my main... I thought I had one in the front. Or someone suggested putting one in the front and I just haven't done it yet. Which I might well do, which is put a Wi-Fi unit in the front. Right. I'll sort that. I'll be back. Okay. So that job is done. So we should be able to go over and speak to the quartermaster now. Let's make sure I am hooked up to the dump box. So we can see what we get. Because I believe he's going to give us stuff. So let's speak to the quartermaster. He says, hello. Welcome to our ship. I'm the quartermaster here. I buy and sell various supplies. And my friend next to me deals in schematics. From time to time we may even have some free supplies to offer you. Please continue to tour our ship. When you've finished, please come speak to me again. And I'll see if I can find some supplies you can have. I think the lead researcher is looking for you. You can head up one of the elevators and meet him in a lab. Okay, nice to meet you. He doesn't have free ship for us yet then. But possibly. He buys and sells schematics. Okay. What does he trade? Holy shit, they're expensive. So he buys all those. But he sells these. Okay. This is repair stuff. How is my armor looking? Pretty good. I mean, I can check all these, but I'm assuming they're not going to have shed loads of stuff just sat here for me. Hello, welcome to the ship. It's a beautiful day here on the Explorer, wouldn't you say? I would say every day probably seems the same. You don't get changing weather, do you? Keep your eyes out for anything suspicious. We had some weird things happening lately. Okay. Yeah, there is no day or night in space, my man. I suppose you could say it's always day, unless you're in the deep space where there's not much light, then it's eternal night. Okay, let's talk about something else. So what's going on? Supplies going missing, reports of strange noises in the maintenance shafts, a locked cargo box no one seems to have access to. Yeah, I've run into one of those. And I'm starting to think we have a stowaway. If you find anything of interest, please bring it to me. I will keep a freaking eye out. That sounds interesting. I wonder if that is actually just BS or whether there is something to find. That would be really cool if there is. How do I use teleporters? Yeah, not really interested. We've been there before. Armory? Ooh, hello. This container is locked. So this is the locked weird container. Okay. So there is a locked container, at least, that they can't get in, which I would say is somewhat strange. So, med bay. Nothing untowards in the med bay. Yeah, isn't that interesting? So if we just peer in each of these, I mean, you could just go and look in every single one. Okay, I looked in every single one. There was nothing of interest. And you, sir? Hello. Are you interested in learning about hydroponics bays? Not to be confused with hydroponics units, which hold a single crop at one time. Okay. Right, hydroponic bays are advanced farming units which allow you to grow crop equivalent to 9 of each bay. Yeah, I'm wondering if that might solve the problem I've got on the ship. Either good or bad, it'll either work or it won't, because one of my units is dead because it's too close to an engine. So, hey, they do not offer any yield or grow time benefits other than planting 9 and basically saves time, yeah. Costly to unlock, require fertilizer, which can only be purchased from traders, but the benefits are well worth it. They'll save time during harvests. Okay, yeah. Okay, lovely. We'll think about it. What in the hell is this? Can I pick those? Ooh, I can pick 36 fruit. Beautiful. I'll take that. I'll take that too. And any more for any more? Do these folks have anything to say? No. You have some ice. You have some ice. You guys don't look like you have anything to say. Are you interested in learning about hydroponic bays? No, not anymore. I've already learned about them. But I will take your grain. Take his grain! I am curious though. I feel like that the thing the guard said about the strange happenings, the stowaway, whatever, is not to be ignored. It seems to me like there is something to it. There's definitely the locked container, which interests me greatly. Hang on. Did I go in both, or are they both the same? No, they're both different. But there's nothing to it. Sorry if it's a, people are not intrigued by the whole looking around thing, but I'm intrigued by what the guy said. You know, sometimes suspicious is suspicious. Anything there? No, no, no. Okay, let's speak to this gent. What's he got to say? Any news? Heard House Rados found a large pentaxid asteroid and built a mining station on it. Bet it's heavily armed. I bet so as well. They said they contracted out to House Xenu to provide a powerful defense satellites. But knowing Xenu, they keep control over the defense satellites from a remote control location. I wish I could strike it rich by finding an asteroid of my own. It's a beautiful story, sir. Okay. So, officer. Right. I am literally going to have a look around all of these bays and see if I find anything of interest at all. And if I do, relating to stowaway or whatever, I will let you know. Okay. Well, we're only upstairs in the first room I was in there, and this looks like an open vent. So I'm feeling like this is moving into the territory of there's a stowaway on board. Let's turn the jetpack on here. So is there something on board? I need to turn the jetpack off. I need to crouch through this gap. Okay, there is a data pad here. There appears to be an access card contained within this pad. Take the access card. A maintenance access card. Okay, so is that access card? I say this maintenance access card. An access card for a maintenance hatch somewhere on board the UCH research vessel. Interesting. Okay. This little mystery has me very intrigued. All of a sudden. This sounds like a mystery in itself. And I am going to look, as I say, all around. And I'll bring you back in if I find more. Okay, so in the rooms on the opposing side, we have a suspicious engineer, who I'm guessing is somehow suspicious. Let's speak to the guy. I think somebody is trying to kill me. I promise it's not me, despite the shotgun I have pointed at you. Okay. So he is suspicious as in that kind of suspicious. I mean, stupid question. I don't really want to start, like, blowing up the ship, but is this damaged? Because if it's damaged, I can destroy it. If it's not, then I can't. Yeah, I can. Okay. So he thinks someone's trying to kill him. That takes us to the bridge. And this takes us to engineering with clearance. I'm guessing the card didn't get us in from there. What does this guy have to say? Yo! Overheard any talk lately? I overheard some Polaris corporate officers complaining about... I overheard some Polaris Corp officers complaining about some settlers on Arab Mesa planets blocking their mining rights. Beautiful. Lovely story. So, okay. Hang on, we have a card for 2A, which is going to be on the other side. I'm just going to nosy around. There's some big engines, advanced warp drive, the core. I've seen there, just peeking around. Bunch of shield boosts, and this is maintenance hatch A. So let's open this. Okay. A little bit worrying. There's clearly a sensor here, or a button. Okay, and a jellyvator. Okay, we're definitely talking stowaway. There's a bed. And Gerald's PDA. This datapad appears to contain part of a log. Take the PDA. Gerald's partially corrupted log. Okay. There's definitely a stowaway here. I'm not quite sure what to do with his partially corrupted log. We've got a suspicious engineer who thinks someone's trying to kill him still. But what does Gerald's partially corrupted log tell us? I'm going to speak very quickly to the suspicious engineer again. Just see if he has anything to say about Gerald. No, he still thinks someone's trying to kill him. And if we speak to the guy over here, now we have Gerald's log. Does that tell us anything? Hello and welcome to the ship. I found this log, yeah. Aha! I knew it. We have a stowaway. From the description of the room you found, it seems they are long gone, though I wonder how this Gerald kept hidden from us. From what little I can make out from his log, Gerald has been going from research vessel to research vessel. Perhaps, if you visit other research vessels, you should search them for anything else suspicious as well. If you find enough logs, we may be able to reconstruct it. I will do. Okay, I've never run into that quest before. That's really interesting. And on that bombshell, I think we're going to end the episode, because we'll go up and speak to the researcher next time, and we'll probably pick up some quests and see what else there is to do. But with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time. Thanks a lot.